Hello. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Bacon's Space Place. I'm Aaron Bacon. We're continuing our live video series today. It's been a couple days because we here in Canada had the Thanksgiving weekend. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys that are here in Canada and, you know, everywhere else that celebrates that, and to everywhere else whenever that is. We just had it here in Canada, so that's why it's been a couple days. Now, I figured I was going to do one today, tomorrow, and the next day this week to make it up to you guys, because it's been, what, like 5 days? It's kind of more than I was intending to do on this series. So we're going to do one today, Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday, and then the next day, Friday. What pattern are we going over today? We're going over number 64. If you want to know what that one is, before we actually get started on it, you can click the link down below, and that will take where you can enter your email address. And when you do that, you will get an email containing this nice and beautiful little PDF with all of the actual patterns that we're using in this video, including the 1 to 50 that we're not doing in this video series. So today we're on number 64, Open-Slap-Pulloff Hammer. Now, I wanted to change it up a little bit on you guys today, actually, and not just do like an exercise up and down the frets like I usually would. Like, I mean, you can do that. That's great. Work on your endurance, work on your pull-offs and your hammer-ons, and doing your double slurs, right? Because that's what this is. A hammer-on and a pull-off is 2 slurs in a row. Sorry, a pull-off and a hammer-on. And I'm popping the open string when I do that. So open, slap, pull-off, hammer-on, okay? Open, slap, pull-off, hammer-on. Open, slap, pull-off, hammer-on. Open, slap, pull-off, hammer-on. I'm using my high C again, but, you know. So instead of doing too much of that, I wanted to focus a little bit more on grooving it today and just show you guys actually a bit of a groove that's not locked into this pattern, and then we'll use this pattern as a fill towards the end of it a little bit. So we're going to do a little bit more funky slap bass stuff and everything. Maybe not everything. We'll see where it goes, but I'm going to try and keep it slap bassy, you know. And a lot of the typical stuff that I do, I'm just going to groove it, and I'm going to show you guys, and I'm just going to talk using this vocabulary that we're trying to build, right, without explaining too much, you know. Like that stuff we haven't quite gotten into. The up thumbs could be a little bit confusing, but you know, I call it the up thumb. So if we do one of those, hope you guys are okay with that. It'll probably be something a little closer to that. I'll try to leave out too many up thumbs for you guys. So I may slip back and forth between these like 4/4 ones and these ones where I add a little chicket at the end, a little I add 2 little notes at the end to sort of put it into an odd meter. So here's the even meter. Right? The one significant, is that what I was going to go for there? Made significant by this bottom note. Okay? Even meter. If we were to do that with the odd meter, listen for the extra slap pop that I put in there. another fill through. But either way, let's try it with kind of both of those. And then, you know, you can take those rhythms, and I'm just doing simple octaves. You guys can probably see that. And then just a hammer on basically up the pentatonic scale, from the 4 to the 5, and then from the minor 7 to the octave. And then when I do fills, sometimes I'll put in a minor third, maybe some chromatics. But if we're going to try and put in open, slap, pull off, hammer, that's a weird timing. See, all kinds of fun things you guys can just stumble upon, and you're just basically watching me stumble upon some new ones as I continue to jam it. Just like that one, you know, sometimes the fill is kind of awkward and puts on an extra beat, but you can use that, you know. A lot of this stuff is good for writing, you know. It's also good, like, if your groove is a riff short, a note short, then you can use a fill that's maybe a note too long. You know, and you just want to be able to freely interchange all of that stuff in the context that you're going for. And that's kind of one of the beauties of the whole slap bass series that we're doing here, is it's basic stuff, and it's not really applied to a genre or an application, right? I'm just showing you different stuff. There is no context for this kind of, really. That's what makes it really good for writing, because you can just do whatever you want when you're writing, you know? When you're trying to come up with the right patterns to fit some pre-existing music, has to be a little bit more thought out. But right here, I'm just improvising. So, you know, that one. That's an odd cut meter, you know. That's because it only adds one extra, like, half a beat in the groove that I'm feeling. It might even be in a triplet thing. I don't know. But one thing I can do to round it off is sort of hold that last note just for an extra half a beat. Or if it's in a triplet thing, it would be, you know, a third of a beat. But I'm just feeling it out right now without analyzing it too in depth. You can try it quicker. Oh. I'm trying to take that little extra 2 notes that I was putting at the end to put it from an even meter into an odd meter, the slap pop, the little chicken. I was trying to put that in between every 2 of the patterns, right? So that's 1, and then that's 2, and then chicka. So, ooh, right, because that ends up with a double pop. I would almost have to go slap, pop, slap, or I have to do a double pop. I can slap the open. If I do double slap. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun, guys. Okay, let's think of one more thing we can do kind of quickly before I start failing to log off here. Let's see. I wanted to do something with some chords. I will try. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting a little sick. I will try to stay away from the high C for you guys, but I mean, really, when you're doing chords, like high C's the string you want for chords on bass, you know. If you're, you know, good, unlike me, and you can actually keep your chords straight. See, I keep trying to do a minor 7, but I'm trying to do a dominant 7. Could do like a 6. What if I was like, no, maybe. No, because it gets rid of the tritone. You need that goofy tritone. What I'm going for basically is just a 2, 5, 1, 4 type of deal, where everything but the 1 is a dominant 7. So 2 dominant, 5 dominant, 1 major 7, 4 dominant. And you can do your little substitutions. Right? So, okay, we're going to do one more thing using some chords like that, and then we're going to try and put in that fill as a groove at the end. So I'm basically still doing that same groove. And I'm basically that's just alternating, right? Same thing I was doing before. That's just and then I'm bouncing the octave. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Wow, I've never tried to say that before. Whoa. It's going on kind of like a dotted quarter note thing, right? So I'm going note, and then 2 fretted notes, and then note, and then 2 fret muted notes, and then fretted note and then 2 fret muted notes. So it's 3 notes, where the first one is a real note and the 2 is the 2 and the 3 are both fret muted notes, right? Well, okay, it would be, except that long note takes up the 2 beats, right? So it's only 1 fretted note after the long note, but it's actually a longer note, so it's still that same amount of time. If I do a short note and do 2 fret muted notes, it's like, ooh, that's kind of tricky like that. And then there's also some up thumbs that I'm doing there. Okay, I'm losing it, guys. I think I'm literally just getting out of my head here. All right, my voice is also starting to give out, so thank you guys for watching today, and we will be back tomorrow, where hopefully we can do some fun with double pull-offs. Okay, so make sure you're subscribed. Leave a comment in the chat if you want to let me know how this is all going. If you want to let me know anything you want to see, just leave it below. We'll take care of it together. See you later, guys. Thank you for watching.